Hey guys, how's it going? Pete Mercer here. So today we're going to make a vanilla cheesecake. So the first thing we want to do is get our biscuit base. So for this I'm using 2 rice cakes. So we're just going to crumble them up in a plastic container or bowl, whatever you want to use. So just get this nice and fine into a nice kind of crumbly mixture, and to this we're going to add 30 grams of applesauce. This is just going to help it bind a little bit because obviously we're not going to be using butter, which is high in fat. So we just want to mix that together nicely and make sure it's well packed to the bottom of the container like so. We only want to use just enough to kind of get a small thin layer at the bottom, because obviously too much will overpower our cake because it's just a small cheesecake. So that's how it's going to look, and then we want to bung that into the freezer to set for a while we make our cake mixture. Now, typically I would use condensed milk with the cream cheese here, but we're going to make our own low-fat version. So we want to get 30 grams of vanilla yogurt, the Muller light variety of course is my favourite. Then you're going to add 4 teaspoons of your sweetener of your choice and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. To that we're going to add 10 grams of plain flour. And finally we're going to add a dash of baking powder. Now, when it comes to this condensed milk variety alternative, I've no idea why or how it works. It just does, so trust me, run with it, it's good. So you just want to mix it together, get a nice consistency, and to this I'm choosing to add some Walden Farms caramel syrup, just because condensed milk has a bit of a caramelly taste to it and it just gives it a bit more flavour. You can add whatever sauce or syrup that you want, just make sure you take the nutritional information into account and make sure that it fits your macros. So just going to mix this together, make sure it's nice and smooth, get a nice consistency out of it, and it should look something like this. Here, can't really see, but just make sure it's nice and smooth. So, to that we're going to have 22 milliliters of single cream. Just whisk that a bit, get some air into it. It will not form peaks because there's not enough fat content in it. So just make sure you whisk it for a bit, get some air into it, and we're going to add that to our condensed milk alternative, like so. And then to that we're going to add 22 grams of Philadelphia cream cheese light. So there you go, mix it together, get rid of all the clumps, should look something like that. Can take some time with cream cheese to get rid of all that, so just make sure it's nice and smooth. Then you want to get your biscuit base out of the freezer. And we're just going to pour the mixture on top like so. So once we've done this, we want to just make sure that the mixture is nice and flat and smooth on top, so it's looking nice and presentable. Just show you how mine looks here. So there we go, and then you want to put that into the freezer. That's set for anywhere from, I don't know, 40 minutes to an hour. Just make sure you can take it out and test it with your fingers and make sure that it's set properly. So of course now we come to the important part, which is the presentation. So get a knife, I'm just going to cut a quarter out of this. Be nice and precise. Again, splendid camera work, one-handed activity. We're going to have a slight faux pas here, but let's just forget. Oh, there it goes. Not good, not good. But we'll just pretend that didn't happen. Set it on top, and here we go. Bam! That is how the cheesecake does indeed look. It's quite good actually. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. It was something of a whim, and I just gave it a whack. So there we go. Proof is in the tasting of the pudding, and give it a shot here. And how do we think? Not sure. Yep, it's good. Okay, so just flashing the nutritional facts. There you go. There's all the information. Low-fat cheesecake. Thanks for watching. I'm Pete Mercer. Take it easy.